Yo, what's up, y'all? I know who it is. I go by the name of Do It Jack, and I'm back in the mix. I'm back in action, and this is what show hustle. Well, hustle is a way of life, but hustle I'm talking how you survive through life every day. Now, this is the only 5 things that you need to worry about as a young homie. Now, the young homie is my main motivation for putting out these videos because, like you hear me say often, when I was growing up, there was nobody who really was there to, no homie around my age now who could really put me on game. Of course, you know, I had pops, my parents are still together, all that is cool. So I was one of the lucky ones to have 2 people, 2-parent household, which is something that is not as common today. But anyways, man, this is for the younger homies, man, because so many of us coming up is misguided, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get into it. Number 1 is stack your paper up, right? Don't matter what you're doing, if you in school or whatever the case may be, try to stack your paper up as much as possible. Just get yourself an early run in. Start learning about stocks, start learning about investing as early as possible, because when you get 30 years old or 25 years old, I know it seems like it's a long way from now, but the earlier you start stacking, the better position you will be when you move out of your parents' house, when you graduate college, or let's say you don't get that job you really want, or let's say you have a job and you lose that job. That paper that you've been stacking up since you was 16, since you was 15 or whatever, it's gonna add up. Even though it starts little, it's gonna add up over the years. So stack your paper up ASAP, learn about investing. Don't just stack up and put it in the bank account. Learn about investing, learn about those stocks, and you know, so all the nuances of it so that you will be better informed, because a lot of people are really afraid of the stock market and all of that type of stuff. So learn about investing. Number 2 is develop a goal-oriented mindset. This is extremely important for you to develop early, because I didn't develop this until probably about 3 years ago. I'm just gonna be 100. 3-4 years ago is when I actually developed a goal-oriented mindset, because like I said, I was just out here in the streets. I was just out here in life, just floating around with no direction. I didn't really have a goal. I mean, I knew that but I didn't have a goal as to where I wanted to end up being, but I knew that I was gonna stack up money and I was gonna invest. So even since I was younger, you know what I'm saying, like 20, 21, I was already investing. So I've been investing for probably about 5-6 years now, you know what I'm saying, into the stock market and all of that. So it's paying off a little bit, and I got something that I could always fall back on. But develop a goal for where you wanna be in 3 years, 5 years, right? If you in school, come up with a plan for you to graduate. Whether you in business, come up with a plan for you to expand, or for you to meet more people, close more deals, sell more product, whatever the case may be. Develop an end game so that you have direction and you have a means to your madness. For whatever thing you do, there's a direction, there's a path that you're trying to go. Develop a goal-oriented mindset. Number 3, learn some social skills. Now, you hear me talk about charisma. I made a video about charisma and everything. A lot of that is developed, you know what I'm saying, you can learn this in school, of being charismatic. You can learn this in the workplace. You can just learn this growing up in the home, right? Being able to convince people of certain things, persuade people of certain things, and just have that charisma, just that likability factor is going to be really important when it comes to getting jobs, when it comes to building relationships. How many of us know somebody who might be good at something, but we just really don't like them like that? Like, I'm just not drawn to you, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times that person factor is that X factor, which will help you to get further along in whatever it is that you're trying to do. So develop some social skills is very important. Number 4, nutrition and working out. I think at a young age, you need to really get serious about your body. You don't want to be getting 25, 26, 27 years old and all of a sudden decided that you want to get in shape. The older you get, the harder it is to really get in shape, because you already develop like a mindset. You already become accustomed to things to where it's harder for you to change. When you're younger, you're more impressionable. You 18, 19 years old, start working out now. Start learning about getting healthy, man. Get your body right. Very, very important. You know what I'm saying? To get your body right, how you gonna develop social skills? How you gonna hustle and save up money, all that, if your body ain't right? So you gotta be feeling good. So you need to get out here, work out. You need to focus on your nutrition, bro. That is, I think, more important than working out itself. Next one is find a craft. And this is extremely important. I didn't find a craft till I was 25 years old. I'm 27 now, right? I'm 27. If you can find a craft like at 18, man, at 16, you won't be ahead of the pack. Now, here's what tends to happen, right? You might find something at 16, 18, 20. And then when you get 24, you find something else that is more appealing to you, something that's more valuable to you, right? So things will tend to change, but what happens is that craft that you had earlier, you could still use that to move around in different social circles. You probably made some connections with somebody who might help you with the next craft. So any craft that you develop early is always good for when it comes to the end, right? Because a craft is going to be something that's going to motivate you to really push yourself to becoming something that's great, right? You just don't want to find a craft and develop a craft. You want to master that craft. So you really want to own your skills. You really want to be a savant in the field of your choice. Now listen, whether that's school is cool. If you want to go to be a doctor, that could be your craft. If you want to be an engineer, that could be your craft. I'm not necessarily just saying go in the streets and hustle. I do recommend each person who is in school to kind of see if they can find a hustle. But if your hustle is school, where you want to become, I don't know, a technician or something, that's a craft. Try to be the best at it. You know what I'm saying? You have to set yourself apart, because there's so many people trying to do the same thing, because there's not a whole lot of originality out here in this culture nowadays. So because there's not a lot of originality, people have to do things that's a little bit outside of the box to set themselves apart. You know what I'm saying? Like me being a filmmaker, there are so many people in the city of Atlanta, because the city of Atlanta is becoming really big when it comes to making movies, acting, all of that, right? So in order for me to set myself apart, I just have to have better quality. I gotta have better stories. I gotta have better actors. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be a better director. I have to be a more personable person, a more relatable person, to where I can meet people and people could just naturally draw to me. So you have to set yourself completely apart within the craft that you develop. Those are the 5 things that you're gonna need as a young homie. Now notice, there were some things that I intentionally left out. I didn't say anything about chicks. I didn't say anything about females. I didn't say anything about trying to be popular, right? Because that chick that you dating right now, you know what I'm saying, if you're a young homie, right? Again, this is tailored for young homies. A lot of the homies that you hang with in school and all of that, even in college, they do not matter. You know what I'm saying? The chick that left you for the other dude, you know what I'm saying? And then the other dude probably dumped her or whatever, and then she came back to you. Listen, females is gonna come back to you all the time. It's gonna happen, bro, because sometimes a female thinks that the next thing is better, because a lot of times they don't know what they want, right? So they might think that the next thing is better, but then they realize, damn, nah, I should just stuck with the last dude, whatever. And you might be the last dude, and you're gonna be the next dude. You're gonna be the next dude, and you're gonna be the last dude. But you don't worry about that, because in the grand scheme of things, that is so small, right? As opposed to what's really going to be important along the line in your development. Like the homies that you with now in school, y'all smoking blunts, y'all going to parties, y'all doing all of this, y'all having fun, y'all hanging out, y'all may be going on vacations. A lot of them won't be around in 10 years. You got what I'm saying? So you won't be around in 10 years a lot of times, because if you're watching this, you done developed yourself into such a, you know what I'm saying, where you're reaching your potential to where you can't necessarily hang around in those circles because it doesn't serve you a purpose anymore. You get what I'm saying? So you always want to ascend and try to develop your whole mindset. You have a self-development mindset to really become that person that you know that you can be. Everybody has their ideal self. Everybody has their ideal self. When I think of myself, I think I have an ideal body. I have an ideal network. I have ideal goal. I have ideal things that I want to have, right? And I'm not there yet, but I'm on my way. It's just all about your mindset, man. So Don't worry about the homies, you know, all the bullshit that happened in high school, the shit that happened in college, even when you're younger, you know what I'm saying, 24, sometimes a lot of it don't matter, man. When you get about 25, things start to matter a little bit more. And then even then, you don't really, be attached to a lot of things that's going on in your life. So don't be too attached with the chicks because they're gonna come and go. Attach yourself to money, even though money comes and goes as well, but try to hold on to money. And know who your real homies is, right? Know who the real homies is. Now, I'm not telling you to leave chicks alone or whatever, or leave your homies alone. You got to know who's the real ones and who's the ones that's going to be around for the long haul. Because a lot of people are just temporary. They just come in your life. You know what I'm saying? I once heard that people are like seasons. You know what I'm saying? They come in for a season and leave for a season. That's just what happens, you know what I'm saying? That's just the circle in which, and then you're gonna go in people's life for seasons, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get with a homie, like, I don't wanna hang with that dude no more. You're gonna meet a chick, I don't think I really like her no more. And you're gonna leave her alone, you're gonna leave him alone. Things happen, right? So don't focus on that. Focus on those 5 things and stacking your money, focusing on your craft, developing social skills, working out, and just developing a goal-oriented mindset. Now that's all that your boy Do It Jack has for today, man. That's my good sermon for today, man. Follow me on Instagram at What's Your Hustle 1. What's Your Hustle 1 on IG. Like, share, subscribe to this channel. Because no matter how many people, you know what I'm saying, is out there, there's always somebody who can grab a nugget or two from one of these videos that I'm dropping, whether you can relate to it or not. You get what I'm saying? Because coming on this camera, I'm showing my face. It's going to be something constructive that you can learn and take from, apply it to your daily life. All right. And also follow my event page, Do It Yourself Film Event. Again, I'm your boy Do It Jack, and get at me.